I remember growing up, my father said, time is the one fragment of our lives we can never get back. That time wasted is life lost. I look around me now and see what time has done to us. The only thing to accept in them is that the world that I grew up in doesn't exist anymore.
All that's gone now, Eon.
Gave it up.
I reached a point a long time ago, Detective. Time started to become an abstract concept. It didn't exist anymore. Everything became warped into it.
Yeah, you're not alone. Fell victim to the barren field of morality inside your soul. Joy turns to apathy. Most men that lose value for life, human life follows.
I value life. It becomes so easy to see through it once you begin to see yourself. Almost destroys the whole purpose of it all.
Not everyone's like you, Eon.
We're all different. We're all the same. There are innate functions embedded into our code that makes us animals. That makes us sense blood, fear, and danger.
That's all we are? Animals, machines, code and instincts?
Some of us have grit and bear witness. Some of us are cowards and run away from it.
Nah, we've evolved past our impulses and survival instincts. We don't kill like dogs.
Have we?
Yes. A lot of us will see food through a window and want to grab it. No. You gotta pay for it. A lot of us will see a beautiful woman walking down the street and want to touch her. You can't. Because that's immoral. We all may have anger, but we don't explode and hurt people. We have control, Eon. Empathy. Consciousness that separates us from our instincts.
The same consciousness deprives us. Countless ways to overanalyze our lives and keep us prisoner to the unlimited willpower of our mind. Holding us back from what we're actually meant to do. Picking apart our beings day by day. Self-awareness is inseparable from self-destruction.
Oh, I'm sorry you were coded that way. See, the thing about consciousness is it moves us forward. Out of the way of annihilation. I'd like to think that in all the time we've had consciousness, we've developed a little bit more than just nihilism.
Time is a result of suffering. And eternity is in love with the destruction of time.
That's unfortunate. All this free thought and clearly heightened level of self-awareness, and you choose to use it for destruction.
So did Cain.
So you're the voice of his justice?
I did what you would have never done.
No, we would have done it. Believe you me, whatever wouldn't got done in here would have got done out there. I'd expect you to know that. He told us he deserved it, didn't he? Kind of enjoyed doing it to him.
I didn't say that.
That's not what the first responder said.
Well, he did deserve it. And I don't regret it.
That's it, you just don't care.
Not for degenerate human filth.
Okay,
No.
well, it's not much of a conviction then. Did all the hard work.
Yeah, I fucking did.
Okay, Jan, well, let's walk me through what happened so I can put it on record.
Cain was a friend of mine. He was close to my girl before I even was. He liked hanging around and helping with their daughter, especially after her father died. He knew her since they were young, and I was going to see her a lot when we met. I always noticed her daughter looked a little upset. I heard she was acting out a bit in school. Toddy told me she wasn't always like this. So I talked to her one day. I asked her what was going on. She told me about Cain. Eon, why does Cain always lock the door before he eats gummy bears off my tummy? He told me not to tell Mommy because she hates gummy bears. He told me I had to keep this game a secret so no one else could have as much fun as us. I sat there in silence for a few moments and I told her those games were not meant for her. I told her not to talk to Cain anymore. The next day, I invite Cain over for a little catch-up. He seemed excited to see me like there was nothing wrong with this sense of self at all. He went to use the restroom. And he never left it.
Why didn't he leave it?
He found his peace. He knew his final moments were upon him. The silence engulfing the restroom as he washed his hands for the last time. Cleansing his sins away. Ridding himself from evil. Delivering us. A line that thankfully shall not be passed.
It's premeditated?
There was nothing to meditate on.
Well, he was your friend once.
Was.
What he did was sickening, Eon. We know that. We take no pleasure in having you here. We would have taken care of him. You've heard it all before. I mean, you know what those inmates in there would have done to a guy like him?
Maybe. Maybe you couldn't have proved it. Maybe he gets off the hook. Slap on the wrist. He waits a while, swallows his guilt, and on to the next victim. And like usual, you guys look the other way.
You're certain about this? So certain that you decide to become the judge, jury, and executioner?
I don't need to wait for a verdict to recognize scum and eradicate it. I have the will to do it. The only order you establish is that in which you follow. And history has told us those who follow power and accept the hierarchies of control, instead of the competence necessary to do what's right, are prone to the collapse of our own kind. We're in the end times, detective. You may not see it in front of you, but if you look above yourself, you'll see it all.
You will be seeing concrete walls above you for the rest of your life. And if you keep talking like that, they're not going to be so concrete.
We'll see, detective. We'll see.
Alright, here's what's going to happen, Eon. Your life as you know it is going to start to slowly slip away.
Any dreams you have outside of a cell?
Go on. You will become an infraction upon the prison complex, spending the rest of your foreseeable, if not permanent, days ashamed that you would let him live. He would have gotten raped and killed, and you would have been free.
Killing him set me free.
Then alas, enjoy your days of judgment.